Hey you guys, it's Casey. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a very little small, tiny haul from That Smell Good shop. So this is the first time I've ever ordered. What made me order was my sweet friend Lori Brown had sent me something a while back, and it was coffee and it blew me out of the house. I was like, this may be the strongest scent besides Scentsy Clothesline ever. So, is it clothesline? Like, why am I feeling like that's not the right word? Anyway, so I placed an order. Now, the other thing that made me order is that I got a little scent shot cup and it was the most amazing scent. And so I posted on the group and I was like, how do I reorder this? And so she has ready to ships. I don't follow the site like super closely, but I mean, she has ready to ships where she releases like requests and like new scents and things like that. But she has kind of customs all the time. But when you order a custom, you're ordering for like 45 days out. So I knew that I was ordering something that wasn't on her site, so that everything that I ordered was going to be shipped at the same time, and it was going to be 45 days. So she sent me this little package and everything came like nicely wrapped. So I started to open it and I was like, well, I'll just do a little bit of a haul here. So I will show you what I ordered. So there does not appear to be any sort of invoice, which is fine. So here is what I got. Birthday cake lemon thumbprint cotton candy. And this is a customer blend. And I think I blended this. And so I wanted lemon bakery, and I wish there was a little bit more lemon in here, to be honest with you. It smells like thumbprint cookies. So thumbprint cookies to me are super buttery and not super sweet, like mostly buttery. And so I felt like the cotton candy would make it a little bit more sweet, but it mostly has that kind of buttery scent with just like a very small hint of lemon. So we'll see how that goes. I do like how everything is printed nice and neat, where I got it, but it does not say the pour date. So these were like freshly poured, I know, so I'm not super surprised that I don't have a lot of scent from that, but that's okay. In this other little package, I did get a sample, and this sample is cotton candy, strawberry sugar, and pink sugar. And this, it's weird. It kind of has the same sort of thumbprint cookie note, kind of that buttery note. And then there's like a sweet strawberry. I would say that the strawberry sugar is like an artificial smelling strawberry, but still nice. I got this, which was just like part of her ready to ship, like on the website, Finders Keepers, which is apple cider, mallow, and cookies. Oh, and this one's really good. So the apple cider is definitely like a Mac apple. Oh, that's really good. And the mallow is super present, but like it's not toasty marshmallow. It's just like creamy marshmallow. But the apple cider is like a really beautiful scent. I really like that one. And you can see where I was, like what I was feeling. But this is The Entire History of You, and it's apple cider and donuts. Oh, so these are like cinnamon sugar donuts, like almost that churro kind of smell with that same apple cider. That one's really good too. And this I think is just a single, well, I don't know, honey buttered rolls. And I thought it was just a single oil, but this says dinner rolls with spiced whipped honey butter. Ooh, this one's good. So this smells like really yeasty bread. It definitely has like cinnamon sugar and that butter note. That smells super strong too. So, and then I got 3 bigger ones. I think I blended this one, which was pumpkin peanut butter brittle and pumpkin pecan waffles. And I really like this is how you get them, and like you could just pop this in a warmer super easily. So it just, the aesthetic of it is like really neat, if that makes sense. Oh, that's good. So the pumpkin pecan waffles is not the like L3 type, which I really like the L3 type. This smells more like a dupe, like a really close dupe for Bath and Body Works, which is still a very nice scent. It's just not the same as like that like really creamy spicy one. And I don't get a lot of the pumpkin peanut brittle. I just expected it to be a little bit more nutty, I guess. I got Claws, which was just on the site. Winterwoods spiced vanilla and berries. I like this one. Oh, this one I like a lot. Okay. Very nice. So the Winterwoods smells like, okay, so it kind of reminds me of Vicks. Like this whole situation kind of reminds me of Vicks. It's kind of like that mentholatum scent, which I guess is kind of the woods mixing with the vanilla. It's kind of strange. It kind of smells like Vicks a little bit with a little sweetness. It's kind of a nose clearing, but it's really nice. It smells very strong. So that's Claws. And then this is what I went for. The reason that I placed this order was because I had a little sample of this Ember's Toasty Marshmallow and Toasty Mallow and Cedar. And this was not my blend. I got it from somewhere, one of those little scent shots, and I thought it was amazing. It smelled amazing. And what she said is if you get something like that and you're not sure what the ratios are, if you just put like what the scent notes are and then you say this was a customer blend, please duplicate, then she will like look up who made that before and like what their ratios were and do it the same way. And it's so crazy. Okay, so I had this experience when I first ordered this. I mean, when I first smelled it. So I got one of those, and she has just like those little, I don't even think they're 1 ounce, like maybe ½ ounce cups, like little bitty, like super tiny cups. And I smelled it, and it only smelled like this, only smells like toasted marshmallow. So like it just smells like woody, kind of smoky marshmallow. And that's all I smelled, which was fine because the Embers is like real smoky scent. But what made this amazing was the cedar. Like the Embers and the toasty marshmallow, like that's fine. Like toasted marshmallow with a little bit more smokiness is good, but I don't smell this at all. I don't smell cedar at all on cold. However, when I put just that little bitty scent shot, which I think is probably the size of one of these cubes, probably the size of one of those cubes, in my warmer in my office, I was like amazed. It was like being transported to like Girl Scout camp. Like in case you guys don't know, like I'm a long time hardcore Girl Scout lady. And I've been a Girl Scout since I was 6, and it's just like something that's really special and important in my life. And I have been to summer camp and Girl Scout camp since I was 6. Like I take my girls, I have a troop with a ton of kids. I mean, it's important to me. And we are lucky in that we have really nice weather kind of from October to May to be able to camp with girls. Summer camp though, it's really hot and you don't get an opportunity to do a lot of like s'mores, which is fine. You don't have to do s'mores to be a Girl Scout, but when I go with my troop, we try and always go in like November, and then we always try and go in April. Like that's just kind of our troop stuff. And it's kind of like there's a chill in the air, and it's like some of the girls always burn their marshmallows, and we're usually like using cedar wood because that's kind of easy for us to have around here. We have a lot of mountain cedar. And so that smoky, toasty marshmallow note is good. And then you're like in the, like you're outside, like in this fire ring, and you smell the trees around you, and it's just really nostalgic. Like it's just such a beautiful thing. And on cold, you do not smell the cedar. I didn't smell it in that little scent shot either. But when I started warming it, I was like, this is like, it just smells special. And I don't know what the ratios are, but I really like it. So I'll let all of these things cure a little bit. I do think the ones that were like already on the site are pretty cured, but the ones that I like blended myself, I think are probably needing cure time because they're probably newly poured. So I will give those a little bit of cure time, but then I will start melting them. I feel like I did a really good little, like, I held back because I think it's easy when there's so many things on the site and you have so many options to like go out of control. But I mean, honestly, I got 4 of these big ones and 3 of these little ones. And I mean, I think that that's the kind of like haul that I need to do with new to me vendors so that I can test out their performance without like having a huge commitment or like these big bins that I've been trying to go through of like vendors that I went overboard with. So anyway, thanks for watching. Tell me if you've ever ordered from That Smell Good shop, if you have any orders pending, or if there's something that I really need to try, because it's really easy to go on her site and see a million things that I'm like, yep, add to cart, add to cart, add to cart. And her prices are super, super reasonable. Of course, there's not an invoice, so I don't know, but I just remember, like, I think all of this, including shipping, was around $30. And I think that that's a really reasonable price. Anyway, talk to you guys soon. Bye, y'all.